What's up, traders? It's your boy Vincent, aka VinnBoss from VinnBoss Signal Factory, and today we are giving you the results of the euro and the dollar weekly forex forecast signal. This video was dropped on YouTube. It was free, and if you would like to know how to get into these trading signals or receive these trading signals, please make sure that you follow us on YouTube, you like, you subscribe to the channel, make sure you don't miss any videos. So without wasting further time, let's get straight to what we have in store with the euro and the dollar. So very simply put, what we do have with the euro and the dollar is, last week I was expecting to see the markets pull back to this level and then selling opportunities to break this low, or to make that 1:20 risk to reward ratio. Right now, let's, before we get deeper into what we did, let's get to how the signal was received on the weekly forex forecast, just in case you missed it. Now, what do I expect? Because we've won now from this, I want to see myself, I want to see this kind of A, B, C correction and a continuation to the downside to break out structure, or to make that 1:20 risk to reward ratio on the euro and the dollar. Now, with that being said, beautiful traders, this is exactly what happened. This is exactly what happened. We opened the market with a gap, and the gap was closed and nearly reached our liquidity zone. But of course, as we get closer to the liquidity, more liquidity is being gathered, and this was a great sell signal to go to the downside with the euro and the dollar. So with that being said, beautiful traders, let's just, excuse me, let's just go to one of the signals that was taken in the VIP group. This is the signal as it is. This is what it looks like. Somebody made 314 and still counting right now on the euro and the dollar. That is 314.28 US dollars. That is the euro and the dollar signal that is being given on the free Telegram signal group and the free YouTube group. The private group, there are many more signals to show you guys, but for now we are here. We are still here. So with that being said, traders, what do I want to see? I want to see this again. We are almost closer to our target. I want to see us make another 1:20. Remember, we did make 1:20 here, and we were waiting for this to come back, and we made another. We are about to make 1:20, and then after this, we will not be trading anymore up until from next week, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday. But we will still give you the weekly forex forecast based on the euro and the dollar, because most of our analysis is based on the free YouTube analysis, and the private ones that you don't see, it's only for real account traders community. And I do want to mention the fact that it is very simple for you to join. All you have to do is register your account under the exclusive XNS link, and then verify your trading account details, and then fund the minimum of $100 or more, and then send proof to me for in Telegram, the admin of VinnBoss Signal Factory. Or if you want the link to it, it is t.me/VinnBoss, that is VINNBOSS free signals. Now if you get into there, you can admin send me the intro, and then we are going to add you to the real account traders community. So that is it from me with the euro and the dollar signal update of what happened this week. So traders, with the pound and the dollar, very simply put, what we did have last week is the market closed above here, and we will already remember, I want you to pay close attention to the kind of psychological strength I have versus the kind of psychological strength you have, right? Even some of my subscribers. I'm not only saying because now I'm analyzing the free trading signals that everybody in the real account in a real account trading group is uh, at the same psychological level as me. No, some people are not, because trading can be emotional when you in your first 2 or 3 years. But if you have a guy like me on your side, something helps you. So without wasting much time, let's get into this. Now, last week we did have a sell here, didn't get to the 1:20, but instead we came back with a pullback and we ended up right here, right? Now, as that was the case, the market opened here with a gap, closed it, retested here where I said the market would probably go and retest, and then started giving us selling opportunities to the downside. Now, I had a break even from Monday, but I was still biased to the downside. I didn't change my mind and say now we are buying, I'm looking for buying opportunities. No, that was not the case, and I was never interested in it, right? So what happened from last week, guys? Let's check what happened from last week. And we did break it, and then we did break it to the downside, which gives us more of the reason to believe that we are now in a pullback to retest this 14-day liquidity right here at 1.3449, and then look for bearish opportunities to continue to the downside right here to break low, or aim for that 1:20 risk, 1:20 risk to reward ratio. If you don't, now that's simply exactly what happened in the market. The market, what we did have was this: we had a break even, and we had selling opportunities right where I said we might get selling opportunities, and we had a fantastic sell to the downside. Now, with that being said, beautiful traders, we can even go on lower time frames. Let's just go on lower time frames and see what this means, or what do you see. This was where the market ended. This was my break even. This was my break even, and the market opened. I thought the continuation was we are going to have a gap but never continue, but the pullback came, gave me a break even. How did I feel after having a break even? Honestly, I felt nothing. I felt nothing, as you should also. I felt nothing. So with that being said, beautiful traders, we did reach this level of 1.3449, and then waited for this. I wanted to see this break to the downside, but as soon as we did have this, I knew if we do not break this high, a second wave that's coming, it's gonna break this one, and we will now be structured to the downside, and the signal was coming. So I entered early, and we are now heading towards our 1:20 risk to reward ratio. This is where we are headed. This is the 30 minutes time frame where I usually go to get these entries at. So my beautiful traders, this is pound and the US dollar for me. We will see other currency pairs coming in later on this video, and they will single-handedly be or singly be uploaded on Telegram. Why singular? Because I want everybody to have the time to check one video, go back to the charts, go back to YouTube, to what I said the week before, even the week before last, and so that you can get to grasp and have an understanding on what I am talking about when I say you guys are missing out when you are not joining the real account traders community. And I did mention on the weekly forex forecast that this week I will start showing traders what they are missing on with the weekly forex forecast, or with the real account traders community trading signals. So without wasting much time, this is the pound and the dollar for me. Let's go and see other currencies. Again, traders, with the US dollar and the Japanese yen, after last week during the beginning of the week, I did upload, go to YouTube and watch this video. This is the free signals that we give here on YouTube and Telegram. Now, go and watch the video. After we did mention that from the beginning of the week, we are going to go straight to the upside and to take profit from this, and then look for buying opportunities again from the down here, which is the liquidity of this whole leg to the upside. We bought here, and we are going to our 1:20 risk to reward ratio, if we may. Now, this is the exact trade setup. This is where I want to see us going. This is where I want to see the market going. I want to see it go to this top and take out profit there. So with that being said, let's go and see what this signal was later updated, because we did take profit before. This signal was later updated in the real account traders community. Real account traders, alert, alert, alert. We are all inside this trade, right? But for those of you who have missed this trade, I did mention that after this we would have a pullback where we're going to retest right here 1.5772, 157.72, and then the second place to retest is right here 157.37. Now, if you managed to enter here already, you are in break-even. But if you missed, this is a great place to look for buying opportunities. Of course, the overall direction to the upside. Traders, this is to the upside. We are not looking to sell this at all. So if you do get any bullish pin bar from this candle or the next, and a confirmation that, because why do I want to buy this now? This is a one leg down, and the leg to the upside broke this top and it came down to retest the resistance and the liquidity. This is why I want to see it go to the upside. Let's go, real account traders. Let's go. Let's go. That is how we operate in the real account traders community. Now let's zoom in on the 30 minutes time frame to see exactly what I did with the signal. This is the signal. This is the signal where we got in. We had a break even and we had to re-enter again from these levels, and this has been like this, and we are still expecting more upside on this currency pair, as dollar is now dominating the market with its safe haven value. Okay, this is on the 1 hour time frame. We got this. Listen, traders, this is not by chance. I repeat, this is not by chance. We got to this, took 1:20, we got to this, had a break even because we bought here, and then we had a break even, and after this, as soon as we saw the candle pulling up, because we were expecting buyers in here, just like you saw in the video, we entered again, and this kept on making higher highs and higher lows to the upside. Traders, this is exactly what VinnBoss Signal Factory is about. This is exactly what VinnBoss Signal Factory is about. Let's go, traders, and analyze other currency pairs. Let's go. Let's just go straight to other currency pairs and see what they have in store for us. And last of the free YouTube weekly forex forecast analysis, this is the US dollar Canadian dollar. As you recall, beautiful traders, last week we were looking for buying opportunities. We just couldn't hold here, so the Canadian dollar went down to close right here. And in the beginning of the week, what I expected was I wanted to see a bounce from this brown line here, which is 1.3550. This was the best place for me to look for buying opportunities, but I was not only looking for a buying opportunities as soon as it bounced, not only because it is risky, but because of the strength in the Canadian dollar right now during this war between the US and Iran. So with that being said, what did I want to see? I wanted to see a bounce to the upside, a pullback, and an entry, and then a continuation to the upside. This is the exact kind of wave that I wanted to see, and I did get it: a bounce, a pullback, and then entry, and then the market has been going up ever since. Now this is the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. Remember, this was also given on the free weekly forex forecast on YouTube. So if you missed that on YouTube, let me remind you what happened on that video. Now, what do I expect to see from this? I expect to see a bounce from here and start making higher highs to the upside if the dollar persists and remain bullish to the upside. Now, that's exactly what this is. We can even go to lower time frames to see exactly what the US dollar and the Canadian dollar did as soon as it bounced. Let me show you that change of structure. Remember, I did say I want a bounce to the upside, a break of structure to the upside, a pullback, and then a buy. Now, this exactly is similar to this because right then we were having lower lows and lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then a change of structure happened when we broke this low and we went here, and then of course we were going to bounce. And as soon as we did have a second break to the upside, we knew that this was a great entry for us to enter, and then we did take this. Ever since, the market has been flying to the upside. This is the US dollar and the Canadian dollar for me. This was not favorable as the week started. Most people thought it was bearish, but I didn't. Remember that I didn't, because based on the systems that we're using on the real account traders community, based on correlation and the fundamentals, the US dollar is bound to be favored as the strongest currencies. Even right now, we still have the US dollar as the strongest currency of the week, the best performer of the weeks. Despite the CPI being weak, the US dollar remained the strongest currency regardless. So with that being said, real account traders, this is exactly what the power of joining the VinnBoss Signal Factory is. And it is not only here, it doesn't end here. There's 160 point 75 US dollars that are made from this signal. I didn't make this. This is somebody who funded in the account. They started funding 500 US dollars. This is what they are making. Do you understand that you can make money with this? All you have to do is register, fund, and wait for the signal. And when the signal hits, you just have to analyze it, make sure you get in the right time and how I say you should enter, and then after entry, all you gotta do is relax. That's how easy it is to be in the real account traders community. That's how easy it is for you to join the real account traders community. So with that being said, beautiful traders, this is still what we are at. This is still the level we are at. This is the euro, and this is, excuse me, the US dollar and the Canadian dollar, and we are still expecting more upside. Of course, we are going to break this top, whether some people believe it yet or not. We are still going to break this to the upside. The dollar is going to break this February high on here and the January high here. We are going to make the new high of 2026. Maybe by the end of March, we will be making this level. So for now, let's just make money, enjoy life. We'll see each other on other currencies. Let's go. From now on, I will send real account traders community, and this is the real account traders community registered account. So if you have a registered account, you probably have gotten this signal. So I remember when I gave this signal on the group that this is going to be a great buy to the upside, but before it can continue to the upside, it has to come down here to this level and retest before it can now go. Now after this, what do I expect? I expect to see it bounce from here, exactly right here at the same moving average it bounced on when we got the signal. I will expect it to bounce from here to give us something like this going into next week, since it is Friday today. So this is exactly what I expect. This is what I want to see. This is what I believe in. And this is the real account traders community. And again, other traders made money with this. This is still 138.88 US dollars. Buy from US dollars. This is exactly what I mean, buying to the upside. And for don't forget, XNS is still the best broker ever. Some of these signals you only catch early or small with smaller pips, because the spread are too small for you to trade everything. So with that being said, beautiful traders, let's get back to this. This is the CAD and the Japanese yen. This is the Canadian dollar and the Japanese yen. Now, what do I want to see from now on, traders? Still continuation to the upside. If this doesn't happen, it goes down like this strong, who cares? We are already on break even. We will not lose anything else. We're already making money on other currency pairs. Please make sure that you join the real account traders community. It is very simple for you to register. You have the link to register right here on the Telegram channel. After you registered your account, you verify your account details, fund the minimum of $100 or more so that you can enjoy more profits. Send proof of registration to me in Telegram, and don't forget to search for VinnBoss free signals. T.me VinnBoss free signals. That VinnBoss is written VINNBOSS, right? Not one N, but double N. So with that being said, beautiful traders, this is the CAD and the Japanese yen. So traders, this is the US dollar Swiss franc signal that was given in the real account traders community of VinnBoss Signal Factory. Now, with that being said, why did we want to buy this? Because of the monthly liquidity being close to the wave liquidity, and the wave liquidity being close to the 14-day liquidity. This symbolizes too much pressure, and as soon as we did have a break to the upside, it was clear that we are going to the upside. First of all, I would like to thank Derek for sending me all his screenshots. This is exactly what I was talking about when I'm talking about the monthly liquidity, and the this is the wave I was scaling in for, and we do have a new high here, of course, and very much so we are closer to our 1:20. This is what I would like to see being taken out, of course, before the pullback comes in to retest him right here, to retest right here. But if we do retest right here, the continuation will be on Monday and Tuesday. We will reach there. So with that being said, fantastic and beautiful traders, this is what was given on the real account traders community. And Derek, thank you again for sending me all your signals that you took from me after funding 500 US dollars. That's truly helped me to get the recognition out there. So with that being said, traders, this is what Derek made here. He made 295.22 US dollars with US dollar Swiss franc buy signal that I sent in the group. This is the signal, this is the results, and this let me show you. There's something that yeah, look at this. Look at this. From 500 US dollars he had 800 and something from the small profits that he then took, but their running equity is 1,517. In here we have US dollar, euro US dollars, EURCAD, US dollar Swiss franc, US dollar CAD, US dollar Japanese yen, pound dollar, and Canadian dollar and Japanese yen. There are still missing some signals like the pound and the Australian dollar, you know, because there are many signals. You cannot take them all. This is one of the signals, this is one of the rules that you will have to abide with when you join the real account traders community, that you cannot take each and every signal that I throw in there. You have to understand where your account stand, understand what you can emotionally handle before you continue with anything else. So with that being said, this is the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen, and this is one of the best signals of this week. Thank you.